Before we get on with the podcast, I'd like to mention that I now have 3 books for sale on Kindle. Recommended Reading for the True Conservative, Bad Democrat, and now Evil Liberal. All available for $3.99 or through Kindle Unlimited. Now, on with the podcast.
My father actually knew the day he was going to die. A judge told him. It was in America, and they were putting it in the electric chair. The warden said, have you got a last request? He said, hold my hand.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, Trump Tuesday, June the 23rd, and this is The True Conservative. Welcome to all the butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers out there. I'm Ron, your host and the only true conservative in the United States today. So today, after the Serenity Prayer and the patriotic song of the day, we will have Varney and Company, motivation, meditation, and President Trump. All that and more when I get back. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I should not change, the courage to change the things I should, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Thank you. Now, Varney and Company.
Somebody picks it up now. Stu, take it away.
All right. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. The top story this morning is not the war and it's not politics. It is a big market sell-off concentrated in technology. It started Monday. It continues today. Look at this. Dow Industrial is down about 200. S&P down about 100 points. That's 1.4%. But look at that NASDAQ. Down 900 at this stage. That's the best part of a 3% sell-off. That's pre-market. Some examples of this tech sell-off. Look at your board. Micron, Marvell, Alphabet, Nvidia, Oracle, all of them down 2-3%, but Marvell is down 9%, and so is Micron. We should tell you also that the Kospi, that's the South Korean market index, that is down 10%. Trading suspended for the whole market at one stage. Oil, not a factor in the sell-off, $73 a barrel this morning. On Monday, 39 ships are confirmed to have sailed through the Strait of Hormuz. The president says the flow of oil is back to where it was before the war. He says 19 million barrels of oil crossed through the strait just yesterday alone. Bitcoin, that's holding around 62,000 at the moment, 62.1. Let's get to politics. 3 elections in New York will show us how powerful the appeal appeal of socialism. Mayor Mandani has broken with moderate Democrats to endorse far-left candidates for Congress. If they win, the socialists will become a large group within the Democrat Party. They will have a lot of say in the party's ideological future. All right, the wildly successful World Cup rolls on. 3 of the world's top stars all scored 2 goals apiece in their games Monday. Lionel Messi looks like a shoo-in to be considered the GOAT, greatest of all time. Kylian Mbappe scored 2 for France in a game suspended for 2 hours because of torrential rain in New Jersey. Seems like the tropics. Erling Haaland scored 2, inspiring Norwegian fans to take over Times Square with their rowing thing. Today, the great Ronaldo will be playing. Portugal takes on Uzbekistan. He's going to have to match the performance of Messi, Mbappe and Haaland. It will not be easy. He's 41. It's all on Fox this Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026.
And that was Varney and Company, Nonprofit News Now. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, the bad Democrat, psychologically speaking, is someone who's constructed a kind of false self, a mask to shield themselves from an unbearable sense of inadequacy. But that mask is hungry. It needs validation. It needs control. It needs to consume the attention and emotional energy of others to keep itself intact. And who better to provide that supply than the conservative, who's wired to give, to understand, to soothe? But here's what the bad Democrat doesn't anticipate. Sometimes that conservative evolves. They get smart. They stop confusing kindness with self-sacrifice. They start to see, and when that happens, when a conservative gets smart, they transform into something formidable, the true conservative. This isn't about revenge. It's not about turning cold or cruel. It's about power. The kind that comes from clarity, self-respect, and a refusal to play a rigged game. So there are 5 powerful ways that the true conservative dismantles a bad Democrat's control. Not through aggression, but through wisdom, through boundaries, through truth. Because in the end, the greatest threat to a bad Democrat isn't rage. It's someone who sees them clearly and walks away anyway. You know, it's a remarkable thing how people can find themselves wrapped up in relationships that from the outside appear deeply dysfunctional, even damaging, and yet from within, they're remarkably difficult to escape. It's not always because the person on the receiving end is weak or foolish or naive, though they may feel that way after the fact. No, it's often because they're deeply empathic. They feel intensely. They're attuned to other people's emotions in a way that can become paradoxically both their gift and their curse. They want to help, they want to heal, they want to believe the best about someone, even when all the signs suggest otherwise. And here's where the bad Democrat comes in. When I talk about a bad Democrat, I'm not merely talking about someone who takes a lot of selfies or enjoys being the center of attention. That's shallow. That's not the psychological reality of what's happening. The bad Democrat, at his core, is the constructor of a false identity. A bad Democrat doesn't feel secure in themselves. In fact, they feel quite the opposite. But rather than confront that, they build a persona, sort of a psychology that they wear. It's not really who they are, it's who they need others to believe they are in order to function. It's fragile, but it can be very convincing, charismatic even. And here's where the danger lies. Because the conservative, especially the ersatz conservative, tends to believe that mask. They see the confidence, they hear the charm, they feel the intensity. And because they want to see the good in others, they overlook the warning signs, the inconsistencies, the manipulations. They rationalize the hurt. They excuse the outbursts. They internalize the blame. Not because they're weak, but because they're wired to empathize. They think, well, maybe they're just wounded. Maybe they just need more attention. And so they give and they give. But attention doesn't heal someone who refuses to face the truth. And that's something the true conservative begins to understand. There's a moment, often after a long period of confusion and emotional exhaustion, where they begin to recognize the pattern. They see that the relationship is cyclical. It creates a kind of psychological whiplash, and the conservative begins to feel like they're going crazy. They doubt their perception. They feel guilty for even questioning the bad Democrat. That's the effect of gaslighting and manipulation tactics the bad Democrat often uses to distort reality and maintain control. That didn't happen. You're imagining things. You're being dramatic. And slowly, the conservative begins to question their own memory, their own instincts. That's the erosion of the self. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, Sunday morning futures with Maria Bartiromo.
Which brings me to the Save America Act. I lost the first race by 900 votes, and I won the second one by 15,000 out of 7 million. And when Democrats say there's not that many illegal immigrants that vote, it doesn't take many to change the course of history, which is why I've been so passionate about this. I've been on the floor of the Senate many times. I'm a business guy. I'm for anything that gets the Save America Act done. And that might be forcing the Democrats to stand on the floor and defend over and over again the indefensible. 80% of Americans support this. It could be putting it on a vehicle, a reconciliation package. But we need to keep the pressure on this. It's not going to happen in the next 2 weeks, but we need to keep the pressure on it. It's so important. I was just in Pennsylvania over the last few days, and this is on everybody's mind. The second thing that's on everybody's mind, Maria, is housing.
Okay, so Save America Act, and he's a liar. Save America Act could be enacted as law right now, but the Republicans don't want to do it because they want to use it as leverage to get more donations from their donors. It's just that simple. If this was about getting a raise, if they were passing a bill to give themselves a raise, do you think that it would go on and on and on like this? Of course not. They'd get it done so fast it would make our heads spin. Okay, so I know he's a liar, and Maria Bartiromo is of no use here. She doesn't call him out on it. She doesn't tell him the truth, which is that the Republican Party could pass this bill anytime they want to. They don't pass it because they want to use it to raise money. Shame on Maria Bartiromo. Shame on the Republican Party. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, motivation.
The price you will pay, the suffering you will go through to make your dream come true is incredibly small than the price you will pay if you never do. You'll pay that one the rest of your life. Ask yourself what you're willing to risk. What's the price you're willing to pay? Because what most people do when they're trying to chase their dream or their big outcome, the whole time they're negotiating the price in their head. Should I continue to do it? Is it worth it? I don't know if I can continue anymore. It's getting higher, and that price is failure. That price is setback. That price is looking back. That price can be financial, literally a physical price. Is it getting too high? Is it too much? And you'll have people in your ear, it's too big a sacrifice. You're going through too much. And you begin to negotiate it in your mind. It distracts all your focus. You can't be executing and negotiating simultaneously. If you're in your head negotiating and negotiating and negotiating, you can't execute. So negotiate it now. Negotiate it with me now. What are you willing to pay? For me, when I'm after something big, I'm going to get it. And I know that negotiation comes up front. I accept the suffering. I accept the sacrifice. I know the sacrifice is far smaller than the one I'll pay if I don't do it. And I eliminate distractions and I go freaking get what I want in my life just like you can. And this needs to be your recipe as well.
Do you expect, based upon your performance, based upon what you produce at this point in time in your life, do you expect to be successful? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to live a life of productivity? Are there dreams you want? Everybody will say yes. But see, want shows up in conversation. expectation shows up in behavior. See, I can tell what you expect by what you do. Judge a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit that it wants, not the fruit that it talks about, not the fruit that it claims, but by what you are doing. See, what you do when you leave here, when the music stops, when the shouting dies down, your behavior, how you conduct yourself, writing your goals down, deciding to enroll in school to get a GED, deciding to sit into class with children young enough to be your grandchildren, decide to find some product, some idea, some service that you can provide so that you can begin to create some value for yourself so you can create wealth.
If dreams were easy, everybody would make them happen. The problem is that most people, they can't get up in the morning. They ain't got no energy. They don't got the energy to keep up with me. I'm like, boo, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just ain't got the stamina. You just ain't got the energy. You can't smart everything. You can't outthink everything. Some stuff is just, you gotta be powerful. It's just some stuff that you gotta have stamina for. You just too slow. It just take you too long. You wake up, take you 3 weeks to do what it can take 24 hours to do. It don't make you a bad person, but you're gonna forever be average because to be great, you got to keep up. I'm obsessed with improvement. Every day I'm getting better. This is the only opportunity I got. Every single day I gotta lose myself in this moment.
As we begin to focus on developing ourselves, as we begin to elevate ourselves and not to follow the crowd, activating the thinker in us and disciplining and putting on hold the emotional part of ourselves. It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You'll never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do. And so all you're looking for are new breakthroughs through practice and practice and practice. You'll get better and better and better.
The more you do, the more you realize you can do. And the better you are, the better you realize that you can become. You gotta stop waiting for your circumstance to change. And you gotta change the circumstance. You gotta stop saying that something's gonna happen, that something's gonna change, that something miraculously is gonna take place in my life that's gonna put me where I wanna be is not gonna happen. But every day you wake up, every day you get up, you got an opportunity. Every day you wake up, your fortune teller is you. At the end of that lottery ticket, it's you. Yep, you could be a millionaire. I don't know what you want to be or what you want to do, but I'm telling you, you can do it. But you got to understand that the person that's going to help you is the person that's the end of your arms, your hand. It's you. You have what it takes mentally. You have what it takes physically. You got the heart. You got everything it takes to make it happen. People say it seems like you're stronger now. You're more committed now. It seems like your drive is higher now. Well, happy. I'm wired differently. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity I have to reprove myself again. Because the day you become content is the day you die. You have to make a decision that nobody in your position will outwork you. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is to hunt. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. You think grind is what happens when the lights come on, when the sun comes out. That's not grind. The real grind is in the dark when nobody sees you, when nobody knows what you're doing, when you put in those extra reps. It's the process that makes you sweet. There are those of you with phones, and every new phone that comes out, you get it. Every piece of software, you get it. You are upgrading your technology, and you've not upgraded yourself. You don't think any different. You don't speak any different. You're the exact same person you were in 2010. I challenge you. Be obsessed with improvement and go from a gazelle to a lion. Why? Because if you don't kill it, then your family won't.
Thank you. Now a little meditation. And that was a little bit of meditation. Back in a minute.
Senta, ha visto che cosa sta succedendo con la commissione Covid? Sono emersi una serie di appalti opachi, di gestione diciamo un po' particolare, forniture sospette, c'è molta polemica. Che idea si è fatta lei attorno a questa vicenda?
Mi sono fatta l'idea che bisogna fare chiarezza, direttore, perché seguo chiaramente per quello che posso, seguo marginalmente, ma oggettivamente ci sono delle cose che stanno uscendo che sono abbastanza inquietanti. Cioè, in buona sostanza, persone improvvisate alle quali vengono pagate decine di milioni, quando non centinaia di milioni di commissioni per importare in Italia dalla Cina 1.200 milioni di mascherine, la gran parte delle quali farlocche, quindi qualcuno che faceva, sembra, degli affari mentre l'Italia migliore cercava di combattere il virus. E io penso che su una cosa del genere bisogna fare chiarezza. Penso che a maggior ragione bisogna fare chiarezza se, sempre riprendendo quello che leggo sui quotidiani, alcuni di questi imprenditori denunciano che nel caso in cui tu ti fossi rifiutato di pagare queste laute commesse, non solamente chiaramente non avresti avuto la possibilità di operare nel campo delle mascherine, ma addirittura insomma saresti incappato in una serie di vessazioni, vogliamo dire? Insomma, posso
Qualche
dire una
indagine.
cosa, ecco, diciamo, al di là di quali sono i profili penali che chiaramente del quale si occuperanno le persone competenti, e senza voler fare polemica politica, perché poi su queste cose bisogna vedere, io rimango francamente un po' colpita, e la devo ringraziare perché vedo che lei ne parla, dal fatto che in Italia si sia speso molto più inchiostro sulle relazioni sentimentali di Gennaro San Giuliano piuttosto che su un tema del genere, nel quale in buona sostanza si dice che insomma c'erano centinaia di milioni di soldi degli italiani che venivano distribuiti mentre la gente soffriva, combatteva contro un virus per fare affari facili in un periodo difficile. Insomma, penso che tutti quanti dobbiamo lavorare per arrivare alla verità su questo tema, e mi dispiace che alcuni partiti dell'opposizione su questo non siano i primi, come io credo che dovrebbero essere, a chiedere di fare chiarezza.
Thank you. Now, Alice Weidel.
Sie sollten mal Politik für unser Land machen, liebe SPD. Sie sind bereits bei 11-12% oder wo sind Sie jetzt? Wenn man eigentlich nur bei der Antifa gewesen ist, dann kann man auch keine vernünftige Politik machen. Das sehen wir nämlich an dem Vizekanzler und Finanzminister Lars Klingbeil. Nichts gelernt, nie gearbeitet, nur bei der Antifa gewesen, kann mit Zahlen nicht umgehen, und darum steht unser Land genau da, wo es gerade steht. Sie haben also zwei Optionen, Herr Merz. Sie haben zwei Optionen, Herr Merz. Sie können die Blockade lösen, indem Sie die Linkskoalition mit der SPD beenden und sich neue konstruktive Mehrheiten suchen. Oder Sie können weiter abwarten und nichts tun, was zu erwarten ist, bis die Bürger Neuwahlen für eine AfD-Reformregierung erzwingen. Erst in den Ländern und dann im Bund. Wir sind bereit, Verantwortung zu übernehmen, weil es Deutschland verdient hat, weil wir Deutschen es verdient haben, gut regiert zu werden. Ich bedanke mich.
And that was Alice Weidel. Back in a minute. Thank you. Now, something from King Millennial.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. If I pull up to a gas station in the metro Atlanta area at a certain time at night, and it ain't nothing but black people there, and I'm not talking about, black people like me. I'm talking about black people, I'm not getting gas. I'm flying past that motherfucker. I'm living on a prayer with my gas tank, to be honest with you. Because I don't want no problems. I don't want no issues. And it's not that I'm afraid, because I'm always protected either by God or by the blue steel. But I just don't want the headache. I don't want the energy. This is a toxic group of people that I do not want no contact with. So, yeah. How about you?
Thank you. Traps. The left, the liberal, the average liberal is full of traps. They verbal traps. They will try and trap you in various ways. And what they're looking for is a confession. And the confession they want because it sticks to you like glue. It is a statement against interest and therefore instantly believable. So one of the traps that I used to get caught in all the time was the trap of the accusation trap, where they will state the obvious, but they will use a tone of voice that makes it sound like an accusation. So, for instance, the other day I had somebody say, oh, well, you're just saying that because you're a conservative. And it makes it sound as though it's some sort of an accusation. Well, of course I'm saying that. And of course I'm a conservative. So I got tired of getting caught in that trap. I thought about it, and I realized that the best way for me to get out of that trap is simply to go right at it. So in this particular case, the person says, you're just saying that because you're conservative. And I said, that's right. You're exactly right. That's exactly what I'm doing. Have a nice day. Walked away. Conversation's over. I don't make myself look like I have something to hide. And I also don't tie myself into knots trying to explain the inexplicable. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Back in a minute.
Nothing worth doing ever came easy. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Never, ever quit. Never quit. Adversity makes you stronger. Don't give in, don't back down, and never stop doing what you know is right. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedoms. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you, and I just happen to be standing in their way.
When they couldn't beat him, they tried to bankrupt him.
President Trump is back in a New York City court.
When that didn't work, they tried to put him in federal prison.
Raided by the FBI.
When that didn't work, they even tried to kill him.
He just tried to kill President Trump.
Donald Trump still stands, ready to fight, ready to win, and ready to make America great again.
This is Donald Trump's house, brother.
This election, we all get to choose. I'm going to choose real American leadership and a real American values. The 45th and soon to be 47th President Donald J. Trump.
Starting on day one, we will defeat inflation quickly and we will make America affordable again. I will cut your energy costs in half. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break. We are going to bring back the American dream bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. When I'm back in the White House, we will restore world peace, and it will be again peace through strength. I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. I will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country. November 5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America. We all salute the same great American flag. Our best days are yet to come. Together, we will make America great again. America is a land of heroes, a place where greatness is born, where destinies are forged, and where legends come to life.
This is the home of Thomas Edison and Teddy Roosevelt, of many great generals, including Washington, Pershing, Patton, and MacArthur. This is the home of Abraham Lincoln, Frederick Douglass, Amelia Earhart, Harriet Tubman, the Wright brothers, Neil Armstrong, and so many more. This is the country where children learn names like Wyatt Earp, Davy Crockett, and Annie Oakley. This is the place where the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth and where Texas patriots made their last stand at the Alamo. The American nation was carved out of the vast frontier by the toughest, strongest, fiercest, and most determined men and women ever to walk on the face of the earth. Our ancestors braved the unknown, tamed the wilderness, settled the Wild West, lifted millions from poverty, disease, and hunger, vanquished tyranny and fascism, ushered the world to new heights of science and medicine, laid down the railroads, dug out the canals, raised up the skyscrapers. Our ancestors built the most exceptional republic ever to exist in all of human history, and we are making it greater than ever before. This is our glorious and magnificent inheritance. We are Americans. We are pioneers. We are the pathfinders. We settled the new world. We built the modern world. And we change history forever by embracing the eternal truth that everyone is made equal by the hand of Almighty God. America is the place where anything can happen. America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. Our brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. This is a movement like we've never seen in the history of our country.
Wisconsin is Trump country.
And that's what this fight is all about. We're taking on the failed political establishment and restoring government of, by, and for the people. It's the people. You're the people. You won the election.
We love this country. We love Donald Trump.
Promises made, promises kept.
We support President Trump.
This is epic.
Donald Trump is our president.
With every last ounce of heart and hope and sweat and soul, we are going to make our stand. We are going to stand for liberty. We are going to stand for justice. We are going to stand for freedom. And we are going to stand for the sacred rights given to us by the hand of Almighty God. You joined our movement, the greatest movement in the history of our country. You protected your family. You defended your dignity. You recaptured your destiny. And you took back your country with that great election 2.5 years ago. We are one united movement, one united people, and one United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
you finally have a president who is loyal to you. Every day between now and November 2020, we are going to keep on working, we are going to keep on fighting, and we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you. If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider, because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. In America, we don't worship government, we worship God. My administration will always support and defend your religious liberty. There is nothing that we cannot do. There is absolutely nothing we cannot match. There is no challenge that you will let us down. You will never let us down. The people of Ohio will never let us down. This towering American spirit has prevailed over every challenge and lifted us to the summit of human endeavor. At no time before have voters faced a clearer choice between two parties, two visions, two philosophies, or two agendas. This election will decide whether we save the American dream or whether we allow a socialist agenda to demolish our cherished destiny. Your vote will decide whether we protect law-abiding Americans or whether we give free rein to violent anarchists, agitators, and criminals who threaten our citizens. And this election will decide whether we will defend the American way of life or whether we will allow a radical movement to completely dismantle and destroy it. Our radical Democrat opponents are driven by hatred, prejudice, and rage. They want to destroy you, and they want to destroy our country as we know it. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
4 years ago, we took a wrong turn and lost our purpose. We lost the strength that makes Americans who we are. If we dared to speak the truth, it was called hate speech, and our values were labeled shameful. That's when everything we care about fell apart. We surrendered our borders, our paychecks, and our courage. Our patriotism was called toxic. Men could beat up women and win medals, but there was no prize for the guy who got up every day to do his job. Now we're being asked to settle for the way things are. And we're wondering if America can make a comeback. We can, because we've done it before. When we get knocked down, we don't stay down. We get up again. We fight. We fight. We fight.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. What will we do
with this moment? How will we be remembered? Look at the opportunities before us.
This election really isn't about the left versus the right. It's about we the people choosing our government and the choice between freedom versus tyranny.
Nobody has a chronic disease burden like we have. Why are we allowing this to happen to our children? Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other.
What is going on here is deeper than politics. It is deeply spiritual. We are being called to rise above the hatred and the fear and the evil.
We need to remember above and beyond that we must love our neighbors, that we must treat other people as we hope to be treated.
You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing.
Don't you want healthy children? Don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
I come to you today as a former Democrat. I will be a first-time Trump voter tonight.
People dreamed this country, and it's the people who are making America great again.
Thank you. This is Ron, your host, the only true conservative in the United States today, bidding adios to all the butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers out there, and reminding you that you're not neutral and that the government has no rights.